and thanks for joining us at Warrenton Dermatology for our CoolSculpting Elite webinar. I'm Carrie, and our CoolSculpting Pro, Nicole, will be joining us in just a few minutes, and she'll be making an educational presentation to tell you all about how CoolSculpting works. Afterwards, though, please stay with us and join us for the live question and answer session. You'll be able to submit your own questions via the questions tab below, and all participants in this webinar will be entered for a chance to win a free HydraFacial here at Warrenton Dermatology. You should also know that should you choose to purchase a treatment package, if you do so before June 30th, you'll save 10% on any package, and you have an opportunity to get 2 free treatments with packages of 8 treatments or more. So thanks again for joining us, and here's Nicole with everything you've wanted to know about CoolSculpting.
CoolSculpting is a technology that uses cryolipolysis, which is a fancy word for fat cell death. We came to find out that fat cells cannot survive at freezing temperatures. With that being said, that's what makes CoolSculpting the perfect, non-invasive, no surgery option for us to have here in our skin therapy center to treat those stubborn fat cells and eliminate them permanently. Our CoolSculpting Elite machine is able to treat pinchable subcutaneous tissue, which means if you can pinch it, we can freeze it. Here in our skin therapy center, we use a treat to complete method, which means depending on your goals, you'll be in here in office with me for a minimum of 2 sessions that are going to last anywhere from 2 up to 5 hours. With CoolSculpting being a non-invasive treatment option, it has little to no downtime. Some patients may experience slight swelling, a little tenderness, maybe some bruising, but you can realistically resume your daily activities immediately after leaving your treatment. That means if you're used to going to work out, you can absolutely go do that. You can go home and take a shower. Anything that you typically do, as long as you're comfortable doing it, you can definitely go home and do that right after treatment. That's what makes CoolSculpting such a great option. And you can see your results in as little as 30 to 90 days after your treatment.
joining us tonight for our CoolSculpting Elite webinar here at Warrenton Dermatology. We hope that you found it very informative and that we were able to answer all of your questions. We are going to keep the chat line open in the questions tab below for about another 15 minutes or so, so please continue the conversation if you'd like to. But if you know that you're interested in maybe booking your own consultation to find out what CoolSculpting can do for you, just watch your text messages and reply yes to the message we'll be sending soon. That means we know that we should reach out to you to try to schedule you a consultation appointment, and we'll do so before June 30th so you can take advantage of the 10% off any treatment package you might purchase or get 2 free cycles with packages of 8 treatments or more. We're also going to be pulling the winner of our free hydrofacial, so good luck to you, and we will let you know if you're the winner. Thank you again for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you soon at Warrenton Dermatology.
Hi, it's Nicole here. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm here and eager to answer any questions that you may have. Let's see, just a second. One of the most common questions that patients ask when they're in here for their consultations is how many areas can be treated in one session. So that it can be multiple areas. If you are wanting to come in and spend the day with me because you want to treat your upper arms and your outer inner thighs, abdomen, you know, if you want to treat multiple areas, we can definitely do that all in one day. And the greatest thing is we have the Elite machine, so we're able to treat 2 applications at one time. So I can have one applicator hooked up to your upper arms. We can have one going on your outer thigh, and, you know, change it out for each of those areas that you want treated. For how many sessions you might need in each area, that varies for everybody because some patients, they may truly only need 1 session. However, I recommend almost to all of my patients that you do at least 2 sessions because you're going to have such a better result doing that second session. So the fat pad that we're treating, if it's minimal, and I truly think that you're going to be happy with your results from just 1 session, then we will do 1 session and then reevaluate that area at 3 to 4 months post-treatment. And, you know, if you want to do another session at that time, then we can schedule that and go from there. But sorry, 1 second. A lot of my patients are coming in for 2 sessions. So have you come in for your first session whenever it works with your schedule, and then you'll come in for your second session, usually about 6 weeks post-treatment, because I like to see where your progress is in between the 2 sessions, because it's great to share your photos with you when you come in for those sessions as well. Yeah, so for each session that you're coming in for, the percentage that you're losing each time you come in for treatment is between 20 to 25%. So you have to keep that in mind too. You've got to think about the size of the tissue that we're treating, what is actually going in the applicator, and then 20 to 25% of those fat cells that are in the applicator that are targeted during treatment, that's where you're going to see your reduction at each time you come in for a treatment. Let me see what the next question is. See, one question is CoolSculpting permanent? So CoolSculpting is permanent, which is the great thing about it. Aside from it being non-surgical and not having that downtime that you would have if you went and had liposuction or whatever other procedure that you might be looking into. When we treat those fat cells and you see that 20 to 25% reduction, it's not coming back because we're born with a set number of fat cells and we don't necessarily reproduce them. So those fat cells are gone for good. A lot of questions that I get in regards to that when I'm in a consult with a patient am I going to see those fat cells in another area of my body because I'm not, necessarily seeing it in the area that was treated? And best answer I have for that is, if we are taking away fat cells in your abdomen and we do 2 sessions, so you might be looking at 40 to 50% reduction in that area, you might notice weight gain more so in other areas of your body aside from your abdomen, because we did not take any fat cells away from those other areas. So while, the fat cells that we did kill, it's permanent, they're gone for good, they're not coming back. That doesn't mean that you're not still going to notice if you were to put on any weight in the area that we treated. The best advice in regard to CoolSculpting treatments and being happy with where you spend your money is you want to stay around the same weight that you are when you come in for treatment, unless, of course, you're still in the progress of losing weight to get closer to your goal. Let's see. One question I see that came in says, with liposuction, regained weight looks irregularly shaped because of the fat cells being removed. Does CoolSculpting weight regain look weird? I'm going to say no to that because I personally got CoolSculpting done last year on my abdomen, and I did happen to gain some weight afterwards, and I don't notice anything strange in my abdomen area with the weight gain that I do have. So I have not seen what pictures look like from somebody who's had liposuction and gained weight post-treatment, but I can speak from personal experience that I've not noticed anything strange or, noticeable that I had a treatment to remove some of those fat cells. And with the weight gain, everything still looks the same as it would have before, in my personal opinion.
A lot of that has to do with the skill of the pro providing the treatment and making it even. Yes,
and a lot of that has to do with the person that's providing the treatment too. I was just telling a patient that was in not long ago. She was wondering when she came in for her consultation if we had, I guess, better price point for our treatments. And my best response to that is, you can find services that, people provide for cheaper rates anywhere you go. I do think that our practice here offers an amazing deal on CoolSculpting compared to the other prices that I have heard, surrounding areas, especially if you get closer to Northern Virginia. But you're getting what you pay for, in my personal opinion. So if you come in and have a consult with me and you think, oh, it's a little bit more on the pricey end because you went to another office and it was way cheaper, everybody is going to do a different assessment. Not every same person is going to have the same assessment. So when I do my consultations and I'm looking, if you're wanting to target your abdomen area, I have a patient that they can come in and they truly only need 2 treatments on their lower abdomen. So theirs is going to be on the lower end of the scale. But then I can have somebody come in, like myself, for example. I needed my entire abdomen treated, which was upwards of 7 or 8 treatments. So it's all about the provider who is providing the service, doing the assessment, all of that, giving you a very thorough treatment plan. Because if you don't have a thorough treatment plan, you're not going to be satisfied with your results after treatment, regardless of how much money you spent on it. That's when you get the weird results. Yes, and another reason why I always recommend you to do at least 2 sessions, unless I'm personally telling you I think you're going to be happy with one. Because if you don't complete those 2 sessions, you don't see the result that I know that you're looking for, then you're not going to be happy with that treatment either. A great question. Someone asked, does it cause that sagging loose skin some people get with weight loss? So CoolSculpting is not going to do anything for skin laxity. It's not going to do anything for that. Stretch marks. Skin texture. Yeah, skin texture. Nothing for that. It's not necessarily going to address that. It can have a little bit of a tightening effect depending on what the skin quality is for the person that is being treated. So When I do your assessment and I'm looking at your skin, I'm taking all of those things into accountability. What your skin texture already looks like, you know, where you are in the process of how your skin is breaking down. One area I'm very particular when I do my consultations and treatment is the chin area, because that is a #1 area that people see skin laxity. And I don't want to cause you to essentially be trading out one problem for the other. So it really all depends on the quality of the skin to decide or determine whether or not you're going to have any laxity after you see your results from treatment. So if you are somebody that I do have concerns that it is going to cause increased laxity, or if I think it's going to cause any laxity at all, I will definitely communicate that with you during your consultation. So that way you're fully aware prior to going into treatment. However, in addition to saying that, we do also have a great topical product called Body Firm that I do recommend in conjunction with the treatments because it helps with the laxity. And we also provide other services that can help with laxity and skin texture, Skin Tight, which is a laser. And then we have the microneedling skin pin that can help with any texture issues that you might be experiencing. Let's see what the next question is. Okay, so great question. I had stated that I needed 7 to 8 treatments. How many sessions was that over? The slides were showing the number of treatments over 1 to 2 sessions. So the difference between treatment and session. So for sessions, when I say sessions, I mean how many times you're coming into the office to be treated. So if I have you come in for 2 sessions, or if we want to refer to what I had said about 7 to 8 treatments, I did 7 to 8 treatments over 2 sessions, or twice. So my first session, I did 7 or 8 treatments. And then my second session, I did that because that all has to do with the applicator and the pocket of fat that we're treating. So I could be using 2 different size applicators. If we're talking about the abdomen, I could be doing, you know, a big applicator here, you know, smaller ones up here. So the applicator is what I was referring to when I meant treatments.
So the treatment is each time an applicator is applied to the skin, that's a treatment.
Yeah, so every time that I apply an applicator to the skin, that is considered a treatment. So if you're doing, you know, upper arms here, we could just be doing 1 applicator here and 1 applicator here. And then if we're doing that for 2 sessions, you would be doing 2 treatments for each session that you come in for. I hope that explained it a little bit better. Let's see. Okay, how long does each treatment take? So the treatment also depends on which applicator that we're using. If we are treating your outer thigh, the treatment is a 75-minute application. We have a couple other applicators that are 45 minutes. The chin applicator is 45 minutes. And then we have a larger abdomen applicator that is 45 minutes. The other applicators are all 35, and that can range for arms, inner thigh, or abdomen. Those would be 35-minute. And since we have the Elite, we're able to dual sculpt. So if you are coming in to do your arms and we are just doing 1 applicator for each arm, your total time in the office to treat your arms is under an hour. So if we're doing, you know, upwards of 8 treatments or more in a day, then you're going to be here upwards of 2 to 3 hours. Or if we're doing multiple body areas, you could be in the more 4 to 6 hour range. It just depends on how many body areas that we're treating and how many applicators we are using while you're here. Next question, does it hurt? I personally do not believe that CoolSculpting hurts. I think that the process is very easy and simple compared to someone going to have liposuction done. Because when you're in here, since it's a non-invasive treatment, when you come in and we get you all prepped and I get the applicator hooked up and we start the treatment, I'd say within about the first 5 to 7 minutes is when you feel that really intense cold come in and the area goes numb. So you're numb from about 5 minutes in until the end of the treatment, which is either 35, 45, or 75 minutes. Once I remove the applicator, we do a post 2-minute massage to the area, which is vital for you to have great results. They did clinical studies that showed patients that did not get the 2-minute massage done post-treatment versus the patients that did, and the patients that did had a much better outcome from their results. So that's just incorporated automatically into our treatment protocol. Because it breaks up all those fat cells immediately post-treatment, because we want to get them going to get them out of your system. So the post 2-minute massage, I would say, is the more uncomfortable part of the treatment. I would not say that it's painful, but everybody's pain tolerance is different. I have some patients that come in and when I do their 2-minute massage, it does not faze them one bit. And I have other patients that they might, cringe a little bit during the massage, but for the most part, everybody is fine. I've never had anybody really tell me that they could not tolerate any part of the treatment, which is another reason why it makes it so great, because you're essentially not having pain while you're getting the fat reduction that you're looking for. And then when you leave the office and go home, you can resume your daily activities that you were doing prior to even coming into the office. So as a mom of 4, I have kids that I'm chasing around all the time and dogs to take care of at home, plus everything that comes along with that. And there was nothing that I could not do going home from treatment. You're able to go to the gym, you're able to take a shower. That's a very common question. And I encourage you taking a shower when you get home, because the gel pad that we use during treatment, it's on the stickier side. So I try to get all that gel off the best that I can, but very common question is about taking a shower or bath when you go home. And there's really no restrictions post-treatment. We just would like for you to increase your water intake, because we want to help get all of those cells flushed out that we just killed during treatment. Let's see. One thing that I wanted to remind everybody, you will be receiving a text message, and please reply with the code word COOL, that's COOL, in order to be contacted for a consultation. I would love to have everybody come in for a consultation with me, so that way I can personally address any other questions that you may not have answered this evening, and get your personalized treatment plan, and hopefully we can get started on your goals. Another reminder, the special offer for all attendees for the event tonight, you get 10% off any treatment package that you purchase from the consultation. And 2 free treatments with the package of 8 or more, which can be up to 20% off. And don't forget, because you attended tonight, we're also doing a door prize for HydraFacial, which we will pick the lucky winner for that. So that way you can come in and get a HydraFacial done here in our Skin Therapy Center. So make sure that you like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram, so that way you can see if you're the lucky winner.
Also, they have to get their consultation before the end of the month.
Yes, I had that in my mind and it slipped. So when you do reply to schedule your consultation, just keep in mind, today is June 15th. So we are asking for anybody who's interested in coming in for a consultation to be booked and come in before the end of June, which I believe is the 30th. So that way you can take advantage of the special offers that we are able to give for you attending this evening. Let's see if we have any more questions. And another great question, if a client is 100 pounds overweight, is CoolSculpting effective? It honestly all depends on what your expectations of treatment are. So if I had a patient come in quite some time ago, she was on the overweight side. She knew that coming in. She wasn't looking for a weight loss treatment, because CoolSculpting is not a weight loss treatment. She just wanted to have her upper arms treated right here, because she wanted to fit into her shirt sleeves a little bit better. And that was an achievable goal that I could help her get, even though she knew she was not close to her goal weight. So it all depends on what your expectations are and what you are looking to walk away from treatment. if I can meet your expectations and I think that you are a good candidate and you're going to get the results that you want, then I will definitely share that with you and let you know. But if I don't think it's going to be effective for you based off of what we discussed during your consultation, then I will definitely let you know as well.
It's going to freeze the cells no matter what. It's just whether or not it makes you whole.
Yes, it's going to kill the fat cells regardless of, you know, what your weight is. It just depends on, you know, how many sessions you're wanting to or willing to come in for. And like I said, if I can realistically meet your goals. I don't see any more questions coming in. So I am going to wrap things up. Last reminder, schedule your consultation before June 30th. Make sure you respond back to the text that is coming through to you. You should have already gotten it. Don't worry if for some reason you didn't get it. I will make sure that I follow up with you to schedule a consultation, or you're definitely more than welcome to, of course, call the office tomorrow. But you do get that 10% off any treatment package. And if you're getting a package of 8 or more, you get up to 2 free treatments with the package, which is up to about 20% off. And then remember, we are doing that door prize for a free hydrofacial here in the Skin Therapy Center. So we're going to be picking the winner for that. And we're going to be posting that on social media. So like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. And I can't wait to meet everyone soon when you come in for your consultation. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a great evening.